Most people believe wealth is about money. It's not. Wealth is about levels of thinking. It's about how you play the game of life. Some people struggle their whole life for money. They work hard. They save a little. They hope for better luck. And still, they barely get ahead. Others earn little at first. Sometimes they even fail. But over time, they build empires. They create freedom. They live life on their own terms. Why? It's not luck. It's not connections. It's levels. There are levels to wealth, levels to thinking. And most people never move past the first one. This audiobook will take you through 5 levels of wealth. You will see what separates the poor from the rich. You will learn how to move from scarcity to security, from security to freedom, and from freedom to mastery. Most people stay stuck at level 1, not because they are not smart, not because they are not capable, because they do not understand the levels. They do not know what steps to take. Here is the truth. If you stay at the same level, your life stays the same. But if you level up, the world starts rewarding you. It does not happen by chance. It happens by choice. And that choice begins in your mind. Level 1. Survival. Money comes. Money goes. Life feels tight. This is the world of survival. Most people in this level live paycheck to paycheck. They earn money, spend money, and barely have anything left. Bills arrive. Unexpected expenses appear. Stress rises. Fear controls every decision. Fear of losing a job. Fear of not having enough. Fear of taking risks. When fear controls you, choices become small. You stop seeing opportunities. You start focusing only on today, not tomorrow. Short-term thinking dominates. If something feels safe now, you take it. If something looks risky, you avoid it. You do not plan for growth. You plan for survival. This is why most people never move forward. They blame money. They blame their boss. They blame the system. But money is just a tool. It is not the problem. The real problem is understanding flow. Understanding that money is not only for spending. It can be used to create security. It can be used to move to the next level. The first shift you need is simple. Stop blaming money. Start understanding flow. Learn to see money as a tool, not a lifeline. Even small changes in how you use it can create a path out of survival. Once you do this, you stop living at the mercy of fear. You stop reacting to life, and you start preparing for level 2. Because survival is just the beginning. It is the first step on the ladder of wealth. Level 2, stability. At level 2, you earn enough to live comfortably. You have a steady job, a steady income. Bills are paid on time. Life feels manageable. But freedom is still out of reach. You can cover today, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. Savings exist, but they are reactive. You save only after spending. You save only because you fear a problem, not because you are building something. Fear of risk still holds you back. You see opportunities, but hesitate. You avoid investments. You avoid starting businesses. You stick to what feels safe. This is stability. Comfortable, predictable, but limited. To move to the next level, you must shift your focus. Stop thinking only about income. Start thinking about ownership. Start thinking about systems. Systems are things that work even when you are not working. Businesses, investments, assets. These are your tools. Ownership is what turns income into freedom. A paycheck ends when you stop working. An asset keeps paying, even when you rest. This mindset shift is simple, but powerful. Stop trading hours for money. Start building things that produce results on their own. At level 2, stability feels safe. But true progress comes when you accept controlled risk and put your focus on ownership and systems. This is the doorway to Level 3, security. Level 3, security. At Level 3, life starts to feel different. You no longer only trade hours for money. You own assets that produce income on their own. Your investments generate cash flow. It could be a rental property, a small business, stocks, or other assets. The money works for you, even when you are not working. Your understanding of risk begins to grow. You learn that avoiding all risk keeps you small. Taking calculated, informed risks creates growth. Discipline becomes your ally. You no longer spend everything you earn. You control your expenses. You prioritize building assets over buying comfort. The mindset shift is critical here. Learn patience. Patience allows your investments to grow over time. Understand compounding. Small gains repeated over years become massive results. Master leverage. Use money, time, and knowledge to create more results without extra effort. Security does not come from a paycheck. Security comes from controlled systems. Systems that keep producing even when you sleep. This is the power of Level 3. You no longer feel trapped by a job. You no longer fear missing a paycheck. You are building a foundation for freedom. Level 3 is where most people plateau because it feels safe. But safety is not enough. To reach freedom, you must continue to build, scale, and think bigger. Security is not the end. It is the bridge to Level 4. Freedom. Level 4. Freedom. At Level 4, life looks very different. You no longer work for money. Money works for you. Your income comes from multiple streams of passive income. It could be investments, businesses, royalties, or other assets. You wake up, and money is already flowing. You have emotional control over your financial decisions. Fear, greed, and pressure no longer dictate your choices. You act with clarity, patience, and purpose. Your life choices are now yours. No bills can control you. No boss can dictate your schedule. Your time belongs to you. The mindset shift at this level is powerful. Focus on growth. Focus on influence. Focus on scaling your assets. You are no longer satisfied with small wins. You aim for results that multiply. You leverage time, knowledge, and systems to expand your wealth. Freedom is not just about money. It is about control. Control over your time. Control over your energy. Control over your future. Most people never reach this level. They work harder, not smarter. They chase money instead of building systems. But you, at Level 4, think differently. You play the long game. You create options. You live life on your own terms. And this is the gateway to the final level. Mastery. Level 5. Mastery. At Level 5, wealth is no longer just money. It becomes a tool to create impact and leave a legacy. You think in decades, not days. Your decisions are strategic, not reactive. Your investments, businesses, and networks run independently. They work even when you are not actively involved. You leverage people, systems, and knowledge to create exponential results. Time, knowledge, and influence are the true currencies. Money follows these naturally. You invest in what multiplies your influence and reach. Mastery begins with yourself. You control your emotions. You control your habits. You control your thinking. When you master yourself, wealth follows naturally. At this level, you have become the asset. Your mind, your vision, and your decisions generate power and opportunities. You are not just surviving, not just stable, not just secure, not just free. You create freedom for others. You leave a lasting mark. Most people will never reach this level. They are trapped in comfort, fear, and short-term thinking. But those who choose mastery live life on a completely different plane. They build influence. They build legacy. They build wealth that cannot be taken away. This is the final level. This is true mastery. We have explored the 5 levels of wealth. Each level requires a mindset shift: survival, stability, security, freedom, mastery. Each step is more than money. It is about thinking differently, acting strategically, and building systems that work for you. Most people never move past level 1 or 2. They stay stuck in survival or stability. They work hard, but never break free. They trade time for money and fear risk instead of leveraging it. True wealth is layered. It is not just income. It is survival, then security, then freedom, then mastery. Each layer builds on the last. Here is the reality check. Your income alone will not define you. Your job alone will not make you wealthy. Wealth comes from your thinking, your choices, and your habits. From the way you see opportunities. From the patience to let compounding work. From the courage to build assets, while others chase comfort. The ladder of wealth is not easy. It requires discipline. It requires patience. It requires focus. But if you commit to climbing it, your life will change. Your freedom will expand. Your legacy will begin. Remember, income feeds survival. Assets build security. Systems create freedom. And mastery creates legacy. Most people will never leave survival. They trade life for comfort. They choose short-term ease over long-term freedom. Few climb to freedom. Fewer still reach mastery. The difference is not luck. It is strategy. It is discipline. It is thinking in levels. Levels that most never see. Opportunities that most never take. Choose to level up or watch life pass you by. Time will not wait. The world will not slow down. Your future is built by the choices you make today. Think differently. Act intentionally. Climb the ladder. Because at the top, freedom, influence, and mastery await.